everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. For today's video, I'm just going to be sitting down and talking all about my experience having an open MRI in comparison to a closed one. For those of you who don't know, I was actually diagnosed with a more than likely benign brain tumor back in December of 2022 on my 28th birthday, and I've been documenting this entire journey. I actually have a bunch of vlog style videos up already that go through my entire journey that I will leave down below for you guys, as well as the entire playlist in case you are interested in following along with my journey. I will also include the link for the video in regards to the closed MRI experience down below as well, in case you guys are interested in seeing that one. And without further ado, let's get started. I want to say in advance that I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. I normally come up with like an outline of things I want to say. However, I am literally doing this right after having the MRI because I have the time to do it. So I didn't write up an outline or anything like that. So I'm really sorry if this video is all over the place. And if you guys do have any questions, let me know what they are in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them. So starting off, just like with the closed MRI, I was able to get a prescription for some Ativan. I got 2 pills. The first one was taken 2 hours prior to the procedure, and the second dose was taken a half hour prior to the procedure. And let me just say that this time I was definitely a little more not with it. I was definitely in my entirely own world when I got to the facility. My mom definitely had to help me walk and get changed and everything like that. Speaking of getting changed, something that was very different in comparison to my first one is that I actually got to stay in my regular clothes with the exception of my pants. For a top, I literally wore this top, which is just an everywhere top from Old Navy, along with a completely metal-free wireless bralette that is from No Boundaries I found at Walmart. So for the top, I got to keep all that on. However, I did have to put scrub pants on because I was wearing leggings, and you cannot wear leggings in an MRI machine because a lot of the times the leggings, especially the Lululemon ones, have silver added into them, and you can't bring any metal in or near an MRI. So since they were not entirely sure if mine did contain metal or not, I did have to go ahead and put some scrub pants on. But other than that, I got to stay in my top and stuff, which I definitely think helped make me more comfortable. Just to give you guys a little bit of context, for my closed MRI, I was at a different facility than for this open one because the facility I originally go to through my actual doctor and hospital doesn't have an open MRI machine that is readily available. So I went to an entirely different facility where I knew they had open MRIs readily available for me and stuff like that. And also, something I didn't know is that there are actually multiple different forms of an open MRI. When I knew I was having an open MRI, I figured it was going to be the one that looked like this, that has kind of a donut shape. However, that is not the case. Mine looked like this, and it is, I believe, called an open bore MRI. So it's just like a regular MRI machine, however, it's definitely a little wider. And something else that makes it different from a closed MRI is that it is super bright when you are in it. There are like lights everywhere, and it is super bright, which makes it feel a lot more open. And overall, it was a really good experience, and it definitely wasn't as traumatizing as the last one. However, it still was a little scary because it is a very loud machine. I did have earplugs and headphones, however, I did not want to listen to music just like the last time, so I did have to listen to the knocking and all the other noises of the MRI machine. Something neat that they did was they actually attached a mirror to the face cage so that I could see them through the other side of the glass window. And something that was very odd about this is that I was in a laying down position with the cage over my face and everything, and they put the mirror on, and when they put the mirror on, it literally feels as though you are sitting upright in a hospital bed just looking out at the nurse's station, and you can see them and everything like that. It was a very odd sensation because I knew that I was laying flat on my back for this. However, because of the mirror, it literally made it feel like I was sitting in an upright position. It was a very strange feeling and definitely threw me off a bit. And for this MRI, they did do a portion of the MRI without contrast, and then they did a portion with the contrast, and when they flushed the contrast, let me tell you, it was the most disgusting taste I've ever tasted. It tasted like broccoli water. And people are always like, well, how do you know what broccoli water tastes like? You know the water at the bottom of the pot after you steam broccoli and how it has like that smell, and like if you've ever tasted a little bit, that's what it tasted like, broccoli water. And I am definitely one of those people who taste things when they get an IV flushed or have heparin through their IV and anything like that. I'm one of those few people who does taste it all, and let me tell you, it was the most foul foul tasting thing I've ever tasted and was awful. Thankfully, it only lasted a few seconds while they were pushing the IV contrast in. I actually went to the grocery store right after my MRI, and I don't remember most of the trip, and I don't remember most of the things that we got for food. Since getting home, I've asked my mom multiple times if we got this or that, and she's like, yeah, you were with us, and I literally had to tell her, no, I really was not with you because I was heavily medicated. So that was just my experience having an open MRI. It definitely went a lot better than the closed one. Like I said earlier, I do have an entire video on my closed MRI experience that I will leave down below for you guys in case you are interested in checking it out. And if you guys have any questions, I will do my best to answer them, so leave them in the comments down below. While you guys are down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I upload new content regularly and would love it if you'd become part of our little family. Also, be sure to hit the bell so that you are in fact notified every time I do upload a new video. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!